So one thing, my mom, she was the biggest advocate for unity, and she always used to say that no matter what, if anything happens to her, like as a family, we should always be united. I mean, not just like the immediate family. She was always in charge of like creating these WhatsApp groups amongst us and our cousins and our aunts and some relatives that we don't even know, but she always brought people together. And I've made it a point to myself that I am going to try and keep that spirit up, because it keeps us stronger as a family.
DJ Holy Yo! You're locked into Point Five Creative Studios, where Africa's stories aren't just told, they're produced. News, politics, entertainment films that move the continent. We bring the truth, the fire, the creativity. Your world, powered by African storytelling. Point Five Creative Studios. 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 There's Carol. There's there's uh, Lu. I'm forgetting his name now. The boy. There's the boy. You know the boy. Yes. And then we have got Toko and we have got Victoria. So it's four of them. So Carol is the big sister. Then Carol, your brother's name again is Lu.
Okay, so there's me. Actually, my first name is Tafadzwa.
Yes.
I use Tafadzwa. So I'm the
Yes.
first one, and then after me is Tokozani,
Okay.
and then there's Victoria, and then Lungisani is the last born, my little brother.
Yes, yes. So there's so you heard it, guys. So we have got Tafadzwa, then we have Toko, then we have Victoria, then we have got Lungisani, it was four of them, and you know what? It is unbelievable because I spoke to people. There was a time when your mom Tafaja, there was a time when your mother opened a space.
Mm-hmm.
My because there were some people who were saying very insulting words about my own mother. You
Mm-hmm.
see, I don't know if your mother ever told you about. Maybe she told you something about some of the people on Twitter. Yeah, but there are people.
Of course, she used to talk about you guys a lot, and I
Yes.
always used to say, oh my gosh, you and social media." But I really didn't realize how big this is. So I'm still
Yes,
shocked. I'm
Tafadra.
still processing.
Yeah, you're still processing it, but the strength that you have is just unbelievable. You know, when somebody passes on, Tafadra, I can tell you that when I was young, my dad passed on. It is something that is not easy. You know, death
Hmm.
happens all the time, and you never get used to it. And the
Hmm.
strength that you, as the big sister, have had to support the others, Tafadra, I want you to know that it is just amazing. Just briefly, Tafadwa, in terms of, where do you derive this strength from? Is it from your mom? I talked to Victoria. I talked to Toko, and I just feel your strength as a family. It's amazing. Tafazo, you may not know, but I'm telling you now, you are just an amazing group of, of kids that sister, Tabeth had.
So one thing, my mom, she was the biggest advocate for unity, and she always used to say that no matter what, if anything happens to her, like as a family, we should always be united. I mean, not just like the immediate family. She was always in charge of like creating these WhatsApp groups amongst us and our cousins and our aunts, and some relatives that we don't even know. But she always brought people together. And I've made it a point to myself that I am going to try and keep that spirit up, because it keeps us stronger as a family. And I mean, not just a family, I mean with you guys as well. She brought you people together, you had all these discussions that I mean about politics or whatever else you guys would discuss about. And she would always speak about how she wanted Zimbabweans to be united. And that's the biggest thing that she drove out for us. So I just felt that it's something that I had to do to make sure that I kept our family together.
Oh, that is unbelievable. For those who are just joining us, this is the biggest sister. I mean, the firstborn for Sister Tabeth Makombe. This is Tafazwa, and she is speaking on behalf of the family. And amazing how they are holding up as a family, and how strong she has strengthened the others who are younger than her. Tafazwa, honestly, I want you to know that I think. What you are going through, and how you have responded to it as a family and as the girls. It's, sometimes I mean, you would think that if we have got so many men around us, perhaps things can be better and all that. But it is also the fact that she was a single mother. And you see, just this, I mean, it is almost, to me, it is unbelievable. I mean, in terms of the strength of our women, how strong our women have become, and so many other women who are leading families in Zimbabwe, outside of Zimbabwe, and they are simply just Zimbabweans. And they are our women, and you are one of those, Tafadra.
Hmm.
Can you have just like a message to other women, just to strengthen them as well? Even though you are the one that we are actually supposed to be strengthening now, but hearing from you and your strength of character, Tafadra, I think you can even also have a word for the other women. What word can you give to the other women?
Well, I'm a mom as well, and I mean, literally, it's just seeing your family, seeing people breathing around you. Where there's strength, where there's many, there's power, there's strength and unity, there's strength in numbers. And as a woman, you just have to keep growing. I mean, being a woman, that's just a gender. It doesn't differentiate me from a man. And it doesn't mean that I'm less capable than a man. So as a woman, you can do things that a man can do as well. And you just need to believe in yourself and, carry on, drive forward. I am a strong believer of the Lord. I pray often and I derive my strength from God. And He's the one who gives me my strength. So it doesn't matter who you are, where you come from. You just need to believe in yourself. And, strength comes from within as well.
Yeah, yeah. Thank you very much, Tafadwa, the firstborn of Sister Tabeth Makombe. I mean, just amazingly strengthening us at a time when somebody would think that she is the one that needs to be strengthened. But that spirit that she has, and the spirit that she's going to be sharing with her siblings to just strengthen them, Tafadwa, I want you to know that. Now that you see we get to know each other like this, God blesses people in different ways. And as
Mm,
God blesses people in different ways, it's just but an opportunity. This life is like an opportunity. When a
mm-hmm,
person gets life, it is a real opportunity for you to leave a mark in this life. To
mm-hmm,
you, the children, what do you think is the mark that you can remember your mother with? I mean, in terms of what did she impart, sorry, to you guys, that you can vividly remember? Some of the jokes, perhaps, that she has cracked, some of the most
mm-hmm.
fundamental wisdom I mean, that she could have probably imparted among you, something that you can remember, because for me, my father, when he passed on, you see,
Mm-hmm.
sorry, before he passed on, my dad, what he said what he used to say at some in some instances was that you see that lizard that is crawling up the wall.
Mm-hmm.
It is very fat and big and like that, and nobody prepares food for it. So if you are a human being, and especially if you are a man, and you don't work to be able to afford to feed your family, you will look at that lizard that is climbing up the wall, and feel that it is a king, because while it has got nobody preparing food for it, it looks very strong and looks very fat. But you, who has five senses, you are miserable and you are struggling. So,
Mm.
Tafadra, do you also have certain words of strength that were shared to you by your mother that you can maybe share with us before I go to Brother Signoro?
Well, I can't really think of certain words, but it's just her actions. She taught me strength as a single mom. Just the way she would handle business, the way she would do things. I mean, for example, from from when we were kids, literally, she was a born hustler. I mean, it even got to there was a time, somebody requested that she build a swimming pool from scratch, and she had never done that before. But she went on YouTube and looked at a couple of videos and got some guys to who are in construction, and they built the swimming pool up. And for me, that shows strength and determination, and it shows that in this life you can do anything that you want to. And that's what she has shown me, that you don't need anybody else but yourself in order for you to take care of you, to take care of things. So that's what I remember very strongly about my mom. She didn't have any man beside her, but she put us through school. She put us through everything. She fed us. She made sure we had clothes on our back, a roof over our heads. So that's one thing that I'm really grateful for my mom for.
Yeah, Tafadra speaking to us there, the first daughter of Sister Tabeth Makombe. Sister Makombe will be buried on Friday, and her daughters and the son have been very close to her. And it is just something that we thank God for.